Hi guys, this is Kamiko. Welcome to my Natural Hair Corporate Girl YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do a tutorial on how I do my dry Bantu knot outs. So first I'm going to start off just by sectioning the hair off before I get started. So again, I'm sectioning my hair off. This is just an old wash and go that I was wearing that I'm going to do the Bantu knots on. And I'm going to moisturize my hair, especially the ends, using the As I Am double cream butter. That's the only thing that I'm going to use. I'm not going to re-wet it or anything like that. I'm just going to moisturize with the double buttercream. So I twist the double buttercream really well into the ends because I want the ends to be very moisturized when I begin to tuck them under the knot. I don't want them to be too dry because I don't want to break the ends off. And plus, when you take them down, you want the ends to be really moisturized as well too. So moisturize the edges because I like it to be shiny when I take it down because you don't want to manipulate it too much afterwards. So I'm going to start off with the small to medium section. And then I'm going to twirl that section around clockwise. So after I get it untangled, then I'm going to take that section, twirl it clockwise. And I'm only going to go probably halfway down or at least 3/4 of the way down my hair before I start to make the knot. So I'm going to place my finger at the base to kind of get the knot started. So it's kind of tight. I've twirled it around a little kind of tightly. Then I'm going to start to make my knot, and I want the hair to really twirl under itself. So normally what I do as I make the knot, I kind of lift it and then I tuck more hair under the knot. So as you're making the knot, you don't want it to be too tight. You want it to be able to move because you have to tuck the hair under it. So I usually take my fingertip, and just push the last little bit of hair right under that knot to secure it. So it kind of look a little like a unicorn horn. So of course, depending on how tightly you want your hair to curl, that will determine how big or how small you want to make your knots. So that front section, I'm going to create about 4 knots just with that front section. So I didn't want my hair really curly. I wanted to have more, I guess, of a body wave look. So I didn't put a lot of knots on my head. So again, I'm going to take a section of hair. I'm going to start twirling it clockwise. And then when I go down as far as I want to go. I go down far enough. I twist down far enough to give me something to work with. And then I start to create the knot. And I just twirl the hair around itself clockwise. And sometimes it can be a little difficult. It does take a little practice, especially when you're trying to do it in the mirror. So again, put your finger at the base so you can start your good knot, and then go around that knot you just created, lifting it up slightly, twirling the hair as you go, and tucking it under the knot. So the key to making a knot stay is being able to tuck the hair under as you go. And then you want that last little piece, the ends, to really tuck under there. And if you can't, if your hair is short or it's a little bit too tedious for you, you can always use a bobby pin. I think by the time I got to the back, I started using a couple of bobby pins. So no big deal to have to use bobby pins if you're not going to leave the house and go out in them. So measure off the section that you want. And that depends on how big you want your curls or your wave pattern to be when you take the knots out. So twirl clockwise, or if you prefer counterclockwise, that's quite all right. But I twirl clockwise and then I make the knot clockwise also. So I'm going to do this to my whole head. I'm going to stop recording at these 4 sections, but I'm going to do my whole entire head. And then I'll come back and show you what it looks like once I'm done. So this is the finished product of the Bantu knots. I have quite a few on my head. You can see they have that unicorn horn kind of look. That's quite all right because I did not leave the house this day. So once it's actually dried and I kind of loosen them up, this is what it looks like. So now I'm going to take them down, making sure I don't have any bobby pins or whatever I used to secure them from the night before. So you're just going to unravel them, and I'll pull on them a little bit to kind of elongate them. And I'm generally very gentle with this part because I don't want my hair to start frizzing, just in case it's not all the way dry yet. So I just unravel very gently, and then I give it a tight, a little snug pull on the end. So basically I'm pulling it kind of in the direction that I want it to lay. So once I have them out, then I really just start trying to style it by either breaking them in two or kind of twirling the ends with my finger a little bit to get it a little more defined curl on the end. And the back is usually the trickiest part because I can't see it. And basically you just fluff and primp and pull and twirl the ends to style it. So thanks for watching my tutorial on how to do a dry Bantu knot out using coils. I hope you like it, and if it works for you, please leave me a comment. Also, stay tuned for photos of the finished look. Again, thanks for watching.